Hi, Michelle. I hope all is well. This is a really quick PowerPoint. I'm hoping that I can come tomorrow and just check a few things out. I ordered a couple other samples from Vermont Farm Table. I think they're going to be better than these. So I wanted to check that out, and I'll let you know tomorrow, and I'll leave that for you too. We started ordering everything, which is great. A couple of things I wanted to mention. We had said that we were going to do a small gallery light here and on the other side and do the demi-lunes, which are the actual piece, which I can show you in a minute. Up here, we're thinking about doing a larger gallery light and a mirror. So I just want to measure for that tomorrow to see if we want to do that. So more like the larger one here and the smaller one here. So these are the demi-lunes here. And I met with the carpenter and he is going to make the base, and then we're going to get a remnant from our stone place for the top in like a marble, which I think will be really pretty. And he's going to template those. So that's a great idea. These are the gallery lights for on each side of the first floor foyer. So then we have everything, we have all the orders in for the main things that we've talked about. Here we decided to do the Grazie light, which is this one here. And I'm going to check tomorrow to see if we like the small or the large. And then you had mentioned doing some lights in here, which I totally agree. So if we have the Grazie light over here over the table, and again, I'm going to look at the size. I think we should take these pendants out and either do a recessed or eliminate them, and I'll look tomorrow at the lighting, or do some kind of a small flush mount there and switch these out. My thoughts too is that you're probably going to want to do like a little bit of a kitchen reno at some point. And I was thinking a couple of things. I love the idea of removing this peninsula right here, and opening that space up and making this island much bigger, longer. At the end, have seating at the island, which I think could be really nice. Making this white, changing out the countertop material, possibly going just up here, like having the cabinetry go, leaving these cabinets, but having the faces of the doors go up to the ceiling. I think that would make a really big difference. So I just put this into ChatGPT just to kind of give you an idea. New countertops, black backsplash. So these are the Grazie small lights over the island. They're not crazy expensive. I think those would look great with that same light. Maybe it's the larger one over the table. These are also great and really reasonable. For two of these for over the island, could be great if you didn't want that. And if we did these, we could still do the Grazie light for over the table, and those would be great. So these are the two different sizes, the Grazie small and the Grazie large. I kind of like the large, but I'm going to look at that tomorrow when we go. I played around with all of these. I think these are super pretty over the island, even as now. I played around with this one, which is, these are from cedar and moss. I put these over the peninsula and it didn't work. So I tried to take them out, but for some reason, ChatGPT has a thing with that. So just check out all of that. For over by the laundry room outside, I think we should do something like this that's just going to fade away. We could also do something like this that has, some black in it too. But I think either of these would work really well and go with any of the light fixtures that we looked at. So let me know your thoughts, and a couple other questions. So for the four-chair room, we had talked about doing the heathered chenille jute rug in natural, this one here. It's also available in oatmeal, which is really pretty. So we're going to do whatever rug it is in the four-chair room and in the office. So tell me which one you prefer. I have a video and I'll show you what the color of this is. I think they could both work really, really well. So I think that that's pretty much it. We need to start kind of thinking about photographs, black and whites or colors, and start ordering some frames, some black frames with white mats. We can get those at like West Elm or Pottery Barn or some of our other sources. But I think those would be great in the office. I think they'd be great in so many different areas. So the one last thing that I need to go over with you is the fireplace. So when I met with Damien, he had a couple of different suggestions and thoughts, and he's pretty cool and pretty brilliant. So here right now, and I don't know if you can see this in this picture, there's a better picture, but the base of this trim here of the fireplace is cut into the hearth, the granite that's on the hearth right there. So he had two suggestions. Either we leave the hearth and he just kind of builds up the trim here, and over here our new mantle, which he preferred removing the hearth and doing a new piece of granite or whatever. The thing is that there are some that goes around here too, and it's all like a shiny black granite. So if we removed this, do we remove this or do we just leave it and have him work around it? Let me know your thoughts. These were kind of, I know this looks like it's concrete. These were kind of what I had thought about, but he said that this kind of a base wouldn't work for that, because the way the fireplace is cut into the base there. So I came up with a couple other options that I think will work really well, and I will show you those. I'll leave them tomorrow, and I think that will be really beautiful. The other thought was the Morris coffee table for the family room. Do you want white like this or do you want black? I think either of them could work really, really well. I kind of think the white is super pretty, but the black is kind of consistent to a lot of the other elements that we have. But the white could work really well too. So lots of questions. Again, I'm going to send this to you along with the video about the fabrics for the sectional and the rugs for that room so that you can kind of have a guide. But I can totally help you and guide you when you look at them tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for being so great.